We all know I square is equal to minus 1. But have you wondered what is 2 power I? Let's find out. Using Maclaurin series, a function f of x can be written as f of x is equal to f of 0 plus x into f dash of 0 plus x square by 2 factorial into f double dash of 0 plus x cube by 3 factorial to f triple dash of 0 and so on. This is an infinite series. In fact, Maclaurin series is a special case of Taylor series, both of which we will discuss in future videos. Now using this we can determine what is the power series of sin x, cos x and in fact e power x. So if we consider f of x is equal to sin x, then we know f of 0 is equal to sin 0, which is equal to 0. Now f dash of x is equal to, the derivative of sin x is cos x and f dash of 0 is equal to 1. Now the same way f double dash of x is equal to minus sin x and f double dash of 0 is again 0. The third derivative is minus cos x and f triple dash of 0 is equal to minus 1. The fourth derivative is equal to sin x and its value at x equal to 0 is 0. The fifth derivative is equal to cos x and its value at x equal to 0 is 1. Now if we substitute, we will get f of x is equal to sin x is equal to f of 0 is 0 plus x into f dash of 0 is 1 plus x square by 2 factorial f double dash of 0 is 0 plus x cube by 3 factorial into minus 1 plus x power 4 by 4 factorial into 0 plus x power 5 by 5 factorial into 1 and so on. So that is sin x is equal to x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial. If you calculate the next few terms, then you would observe that the next term would be x power 7 by 7 factorial and so on. The same way we can determine the power series of cos x. That would be cos x is equal to 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial minus x power 6 by 6 factorial and so on. And if you determine the power series of e power x, you would see that that is equal to 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 4 by 4 factorial and so on. So far we have determined the power series of sin x, cos x and e power x. Now in place of x in e power x, let us replace I theta. So e power I theta is equal to 1 plus I theta plus I theta squared by 2 factorial plus I theta cube by 3 factorial plus I theta power 4 by 4 factorial and so on. E power I theta is equal to 1 plus I theta. Now I square is minus 1, that gives us minus theta square by 2 factorial, then minus I theta cube by 3 factorial and then plus theta power 4 factorial and so on. Now if we separate the real terms and the imaginary terms, then we can write e power I theta is equal to, first let us write the real terms here, 1 minus theta square by 2 factorial plus theta power 4 by 4 factorial, and the next term if you determine, it will be minus theta power 6 by 6 factorial and so on. Then let us write the imaginary terms, plus I into theta minus theta cube by 3 factorial plus theta power 5 by 5 factorial and so on. So e power I theta is equal to, now you can observe that this is in fact the expansion of cos theta plus I into this being the expansion of sin theta. So we will get e power I theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. This is called as Euler's formula. Let us get to the main part of determining 2 power I. 2 power I can be written as e power ln 2 power I. So that we can further write as e power ln 2. This I we can bring in front of ln. So e power I ln 2, this is in the form of e power I theta, which is cos theta plus I sin theta. So e power I ln 2 we can write as cos ln 2 plus I sin ln 2. So 2 power I is equal to cos of ln 2 plus I sin ln 2. So this way we can determine what is the value of 2 power I. As you can see, this is a complex number having both non-zero real part and imaginary part. If you want to simplify this further, then you will get 2 power I is equal to 0.769 plus I 0.639. But if you have to determine I power I, how do we do that? Now first we can write I as 0 plus 1 into I. So that is equal to 0 I can write as cos pi by 2 plus I into 1 we can write as sin pi by 2. So this is in the form of cos theta plus I sin theta. So I we can write as e power I pi by 2, which means I power I is equal to e power I pi by 2. This I will replace with e power I pi by 2. This is raised to the power of I, that gives us e power pi by 2 into I. So that is e power minus pi by 2, which is real. Thank you.